Yes, we are black. Well, I am. We are the Donkey Show Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. My name is Brian Ruiz, a.k.a.
Yep.
Give me a second. Soundcraft.
Oh, Jesus. Is
Well,
that
now
where
I
you got
know.
it from? I see. Now it makes sense.
You don't know what I'm putting.
Now it makes sense. You were just looking around.
Nah, don't be worried about that. To the left of me
I see what's going
is
on here.
Christian Espejo, a.k.a.
Sound compression.
Oh, come on. You're just making fun of me, huh?
Oh, of course.
Okay. That's just mean. To the right of Christian Espejo is Wesley P. Seymour, P's for penis, a.k.a.
Master Blaster.
What's going
I like
on?
that,
Why
actually.
are you doing this?
Yeah, I like that. I like that, actually.
That's really
And we
dope.
have special guests in studio, Ian Butler!
AKA Silverback, because that's
AKA
that's-
Silverback.
yeah.
He
There we
already
go.
has his
That was
AKA.
easy. That was easy. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening. What's up, brother?
What's up, man?
Man, he just moved to Costa Mesa, so we neighborhood.
You're
to the
OC.
neighborhood.
Yeah, we're going to
Yeah, I
OC,
know.
man.
There
Bubba?
goes the fucking neighborhood. There
Oh,
we go.
man. There goes the property value. Yeah. Happened to me too, dog. That's all right. Don't even trip. So you're fighting January 26th
Yeah, at the Forum.
at the Forum.
At the Forum.
I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
I'm pretty
too.
stoked.
Fedor
Fedor
versus
card.
Ryan Bader
Oh.
for the heavyweight
What's
championships
up with those
on
tickets?
that card.
Do you get star-studded? If you see Fedor, are you like, oh shit?
Last year I
Fedor?
did. So last year I fought on the card, and that was the start of the tournament. So Rampage fought Chael,
Yeah.
and like me and Chael were like super cool. But then Fedor walked in the building, and I was like, oh shit. Like
That's
girl,
a-
like I go
that's
like
bigger
little
than
girl
life.
moment.
Right?
Yeah.
It's bigger than
And I
life.
was like, can I take a photo? And it was the same fucking facial expression when he fights.
I don't think he has,
Just like
I don't think he
muggy.
has
Straight
I don't,
DMV.
That's nuts,
game
man.
face all the
Straight
time.
DMV, bro.
I don't think straight DMV.
Straight DMV.
He has DMV face. That's
Yeah.
perfect. That's
Yeah.
the best analogy
That
I've
was a great
heard. dog.
analogy.
Like he's fucking his chick and he's just like
Yeah.
DMV face.
DMV face. His
Oh,
child's
dude,
born.
Photoshop Steve needs to
DMV
do
face.
that.
bro.
Oh, yeah,
Just
I
him
know,
behind
right?
a DMV desk.
God bless it.
I know.
So, your opponent, anything we're concerned about? Should we be concerned about anything here?
Nah, man. This is like my third opponent pulling out.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
already.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Pull out game is strong.
Pull out
Pull-out
game
game
is
is
very strong. Not like mine.
You got two kids.
Two kids, baby. All right. Pull out game is weak.
Perkett signed a contract, so we'll see.
Who is this now?
Craig Pulaski Perkett. I kind of fuck up his last name, but he's black.
Okay.
But Pulaski.
Pulaski.
Well,
That
it's
doesn't
Craig.
sound
It's Craig,
Polish.
right?
Polish.
Yeah.
I know. And then my dude's like, and Perillo's like, are you fighting a fucking Polish guy? I'm like, nah, he's black, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Black
Well-
Polish.
So this is
Black
the
Polish.
third guy to
Black
pull
Polish.
out on
Third
this
guy.
fight card
Yeah,
for you?
already.
Jeez.
Already. So the first guy we kind of knew. So me and Kevin Gastelum are my boys,
Uh-huh.
right? And there was somebody he brought onto the Ultimate Fighter, and his name was like Corey. And he goes like, "Dude, you're fighting fucking Corey." Like,
What's his last name? You remember his last name?
Yeah, yeah.
We don't have to say anything.
Still the same city. We're close.
All right. All right.
Right,
Hey,
fair.
hey.
So he pulled out, and the issue of him pulling out was kind of fucking bogus.
What
Of,
was
like,
it?
Can you say?
Just personal issues.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like
Steroids.
Right.
Serious.
But
though.
in my
Shut
book, any personal issue can get resolved within 3 fucking months to the fucking fight. Like, you know?
So it wasn't like a day or a week before. It was a long time. It was
Really, he
3
signed
months.
a contract, and then a week later was like,
Pulled out?
This motherfucker's out. Yeah.
God,
No
pull out
way.
game real
Personal
strong.
Then
issues.
I was supposed to fight Johnny Cisneros,
Okay.
and he's on the Golden Boy card. I was supposed to be on the Golden Boy card. Fucking
The one this
Cheeto
weekend.
and
Cheeto
Chuck.
or-
Tito and Chuck.
I'm gonna ask you
Yeah.
about that in a second. Okay. Go
Yeah,
to the
and then Bellator's like, "Hey, this motherfucker's fighting on the Golden Boy card," and I was like, "I was supposed to fight on the Golden Boy card." I, ain't say shit. I hit that on the raps, and they're like, "Hey, so this motherfucker's gone. Like, we can't have this motherfucker. Like he's not really siding with us for real. So we're pulling him." Which led into fighting Corey, and then boom, 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 and then we're like, "Hey, we got another guy, but
Dude,
he's out."
if you ever get a chance to
Damn,
fight
dude.
Dylan Dennis,
Oh.
can you
Can you
Yeah,
just
that might
Can you just-
fucking come up. That might
Actually,
come up.
I hope to.
Well, that's the
God.
thing though. So Bellator is like, hey, we need for you to do extra media because UFC is gonna be in town that day.
Right.
So they're kind of like second ass. They're like, so what do you want? I'm like, well, fuck, like I want fucking more money, like like.
Yeah.
And I'm like, keep me fucking active. Like that's what I fucking want.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, what about March? I'm like, perfect. Like I'll go back to back. And they're like, what about Thackerville? Oklahoma. I'm like, I ain't fucking going to Thackerville, Oklahoma. Like,
What's in Thackerville, Oklahoma?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Like, my fucking, I don't even know why. But fucking Joe Schilling's fighting there in a couple weeks, bro.
Well, God bless Joe.
Yeah, about. And then they're like, what about Connecticut? I'm like, I can fuck with Connecticut probably, like a little bit. It's right outside New York, maybe. Like, you know.
How about L.A.?
You know. Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm already fighting January, but they're like, now they're talking about March, right? So I'm like, keep me active. They're like, and what about Pachanga? I'm like, fucking deal. Like,
Pachanga's legit, dude.
They had a belt.
Yeah.
Ali Malay, Donkey Show family.
Yeah.
Ali Malay, she fought in Pachanga, and
Pachanga's
That was
dope,
a
dude.
good
Have you ever
job.
been?
I had my second Bellator fight at Pachanga, and then afterwards, so that's why I fucking moved here. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, right?
Oh, right.
Manager's like, dude, move here. Bellator's always going out there. They're not going to St. Louis, right? I'm like, well, fuck. I need to stay active. I just got signed.
Yeah.
Fucking fight at the Pachanga. My first fight card was Bellator pay-per-view, the San Diego card when Tito fought Stephan Bonner, right?
okay.
And then after that, I moved down here and fought at Pachanga. And that's when they're like, hey, Pachanga's going to go in construction. They haven't been there.
Oh, just
like
like
2 years later. Hey, 2 years later, right?
dude,
They fucked me a little bit. And then a couple weeks later, they announced they're going to fucking St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
Right.
I came from
I'm
there,
a
man.
hero there.
I just moved from there.
Yeah, bro.
That's fucked up.
It's
That's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
But that renovation, I'm telling you real quick, that Pachanga did, fucking dope.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
It looks
legit.
like
That's right
it
here,
looks
right?
like fucking Vegas.
I was there like 2 weekends ago.
Dude,
Bro.
it looks
It's
like
sick.
Vegas.
Yeah, it looks sick.
Dude, but the first time I went there, I thought it was fucking dope. And this is the only thing it's a big thing I fucking remember. Like, two things. Like, so I was walking by the fucking room. I made weight. Me and my team's walking. Like, Dean Lister was in my fucking corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I look in the fucking big fucking casino room where all the big ballers are at, which
Right.
I can't fucking enter because I ain't fucking going there, right? And there's one person just playing, right? Fucking lonely by themselves, right? And I'm like, this is the fucking saddest thing I've ever seen. And I look in, it's fucking Luke Rockhold, bro.
Lonely Luke.
Poor Luke.
Playing all by himself.
Yeah, bro.
Poor Victoria's Secret model.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm too stylish for anybody to play with me.
Oh,
You know what?
jeez.
I think the chip on his shoulder is too big, in my personal opinion.
Luke?
Dude,
A little bit.
It was,
I
you
think
know,
so.
it was pretty crazy to see him. Like, I was there I was there at the forum when he got knocked out by Michael Bisping, and he was just like, right out. He still just had his arm on the cage.
Resting on the
Yeah,
cage,
right.
kick back. All he was missing was like a cigarette.
Oh,
dude, just
yeah.
just
My
posted.
favorite fucking Luke Rockhold was when Daniel Cormier won the fucking title against Stipe. You see his motherfucking
Yeah, he
outfit?
comes in. Dude, he
Bro,
go first.
Hey,
Bro.
didn't I
Bro.
go out of my way and say that has got to be the best outfit I've ever seen?
Ever.
Dude, he looked
This
fresh.
motherfucker looked like he just got off a fucking yacht.
Yeah,
dude.
dude, like polo,
I
right?
loved it.
It's like
all
male
poloed out.
He's
shit.
just like,
God damn, Luke
I
Rockhold.
was like, damn, dog, fucking. And they're like, what? You see that knockout? I'm like, nah, look at what the fuck Luke Rockhold is wearing right now.
how do you look at
Same shit.
Pachanga? Do you look fresh?
Damn.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Every
Dude,
fight I
It's
try.
hard to
Yeah,
get that
always,
chip off
every
your
fight.
shoulder. Dude, if you're a model and you're also a world beater
And
in
you
the
fucked
cage-
Demi
and you-
Lovato?
Yeah, and you God.
What?
You didn't know that?
He fucked Demi Lovato?
Yes.
Pre-fat or before?
Yeah.
Or like,
No, after
Pre-fat.
fat.
Dude, I met fucking Demi, dude. She's so fucking nice.
Is she
dude.
nice?
Is she
Yeah.
nice?
Well, okay, so she used to date my boy Bamba.
Oh, okay.
Like,
She
right?
likes MMA fighters then.
Yeah, dude. She fucking
I
she's
gotta
in
start
the fight
fighting.
game.
I gotta
I
start
wonder
fighting.
if you like
Fighting,
MMA
yeah.
fan.
Right?
You think she's into like black dudes who are married with 2 kids?
and like to watch MMA.
Yeah. Wait,
I think if you throw a couple jabs, I think you were in there.
Luke Rockhold actually dating.
Wait,
dated-
we moved on from that.
I
dog.
don't know.
shit,
I don't know dated,
fuck.
but reason
dude,
why
I
I
can't.
so
I don't like
me and Bamba are like boys. But
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
his manager's like, hey, Ian, like he trains down at fucking Unbreakable.
Yeah.
That's where all the little fucking stars train at and shit. Like me and Bamba haven't really like met before, but me and his manager are fucking tight. He's like, dude, can you go help him move it around? He has the problem finding sparring partners, shit like that. And I'm like, I'll fucking go down. That's when he was dating Demi Lovato, right? Because I'm like, well, maybe if I fucking go down there, Demi
Yeah.
might be down there, right?
Yeah.
I fucking go down there and I'm like moving around and me and Bamba become boys, right?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And I'm like looking around, it's like, fuck, no fucking Demi Lovato, ain't no stars in here. Right? And then fucking last moment, Demi Lovato fucking walks in, bro.
Oh,
You're like, where's
God.
Demi at?
Yeah,
Did
I
you
know.
see her
And-
Halloween costume 2 years ago?
What was it?
I know, right?
That must be good.
It must
That's
be-
burned in your
it went
memory.
What was
viral.
it?
Actually, not 2 years ago, not this year, last year.
What was it?
Nothing big. She was just like a cop, but
hot.
like a
She's
hot
hot.
cop, you know?
Slutty
fucking
Cop.
hot.
It's very
Slutty
And she
original.
hasn't been out
Very
in the news
original
in a
name.
minute because she fucking overdosed.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
OD'd.
dude, that's hard. Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta,
you OD
you gotta
and then
kinda,
you go. You gotta
Hollywood's
lay
harsh
low
with
for a
But you
that
little
know
shit,
bit.
what though?
man.
Like, but the thing that fucks me up is she owns a sober rehab company.
It's
Never get high on your own.
Yeah, right.
Bitch trying to make
Like
business
she
for
owns
her,
a
like,
clinic, bro.
like, hey, I can do it.
Hey,
you know?
dude.
I don't know. Hollywood's a crazy
feel you.
town.
Hollywood's
I
Smart
feel
when
you.
the
I feel
judge
you.
tell you you got to do
Fucking
30
place.
days. You just
Yeah,
have them
you
write
just
it
got to
off.
do it.
Yeah. Wait, what?
You're
What'd you say?
She turns in the
You
pad.
get
It
a
says
DUI, you
Demi
have to like
Lovato.
get those like
Dude,
notes
so,
signed.
My
You just get it
boy,
signed.
so my boy used to train her because I've been like
Trainer.
sober.
Trainer?
Yeah,
MMA?
I swear. So here's the deal, right? So my boy Orlando's a black belt, right? Like big ass fucking dude, right? And he goes, and he always has a story of like being sober and shit. I'm like, dude, I got a fucking story of being sober. Like, motherfucker, I overdosed. Like, I'm clean. Like,
Oh,
what can I fucking go into? it?
let's back up then.
I think that's
We'll
where
go
he's
to it.
going.
We'll
Okay,
go
okay,
to it. We'll go
okay.
to it. Right? So Orlando's like, hey, Demi, like, when you're on, she's like, Demi hired him to go on tour with her to teach her jiu-jitsu. That's how she got her fucking blue belt. So my
She has
boy
a blue
Orlando used to travel with her and teach her fucking jiu-jitsu on the road. And I'm like, hey, bro, like, does Demi really know jiu-jitsus? And he goes like, dude, I just teach her triangles all day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Your secret's out, Demi.
Yeah, you're doing it right. You're fucking doing great.
I'm
You're
like, she
doing
got a
great.
blue belt off that bullshit? He's like, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude,
she's
she can have
flying
whatever
all
the
around the
fuck
world
she
for
wants
private
to, bro.
freaking- Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give her a blue belt.
She's giving you full balls, maybe.
Yeah, dude. God damn, she is so fucking hot, dude.
I haven't seen her recently, so I don't really know.
Well, she fucking just overdosed, bro.
She just so
I know,
deep,
but
dog.
you know,
Maybe
OD
OD
bars lately.
OD.
maybe like overdose glow or something. I don't know. Is there such a thing?
Bro,
No,
come
no.
on,
No,
dude.
bro, no.
There's no overdose.
Like that's like the
glow.
classic Hollywood. Like you got to be in the closet for like
Yeah, you have to.
4
If
months.
you
or
OD,
so.
Like
Yeah.
Heather Locklear, right? She's looking busted right now.
She
Dude,
was
she was so
5150.
hot.
He's also 51.
There's a lot of
plus
girls I used
50
to
years old.
fucking. Dude, I used to love Lindsay Lohan, and I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah.
the fuck happened to her.
Yeah, I know what happened to
Cocaine's a
her.
hell of a drug.
yeah.
Lindsay Lohan tried some Lindsay Lohan. Some white girl. And
She looks
got-
completely different. though,
Yeah, I wouldn't-
bro.
And she has an English accent.
Oh no! You know who really looks? Who's the fucking like? She was America's sweetheart too. She was a fucking redhead. Amanda fucking Bynes, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, she went, but
She
you
went
don't hear
off.
from her anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
she's just.
disappeared.
I think she
just completely
legitimately
gone.
has mental health issues.
Amanda Bynes.
She was hot.
Legitimately.
She wasn't she?
She was hot, yeah.
But she legit has mental health issues.
She was like America's fucking sweetheart,
I know.
dude.
Dude, if you're on Nickelodeon, you pretty much guaranteed to fucking fall off the rails.
Except for
Ariana
Keenan.
Grande.
No. Is it Keenan that's on Saturday Night
Gotta
Live?
be the most
Nickelodeon?
sex. The guy from fucking.
Doesn't count for
Is it
dudes.
Keenan?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Keenan.
He's
I
the
don't-
only one that's going super strong.
I don't think it
Yeah.
counts for dudes.
he's going super strong.
Like I think it's just like maybe
no,
for like
because
women.
look at fucking Kale. What the fuck is Kale
Oh,
at?
yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah,
and
he
remember the
disappeared.
girl? Remember the guy from? This is totally not MMA related, and I don't give a fuck. But,
Is he Nickelodeon?
No, he was on. What's that girl's name? She's like a lesbian
Hannah
now.
Montana. Oh.
No, what's the black girl? The black girl that was on the
That's
closet.
shit out there.
That's
The
Disney,
black girl-
man.
Yeah,
the black
no,
girl
no,
is
oh,
Disney
Raven?
show. That's
Raven.
the Raven.
Oh.
What happened to her?
No, nothing. But
She's still
her
chilling.
little homie that was on the show is just constantly overdosing or constantly.
Oh, I
fucking-
know who you're talking
What's his
about.
name?
I don't know.
Orlando.
Orlando Bloom.
No.
We're just throwing names.
For
out
real?
there.
Yeah.
God damn.
Stop doing that. But he constantly gets arrested.
I know who you're talking about.
Gets arrested.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know who
The
you're
Says
light skinned dude with the
crazy
fucking
shit.
curled up
Dude,
hair.
he
yeah.
just always
Yeah.
says
Yeah, yeah.
crazy
He's kinda
shit
chubby.
on the media.
No
He says-
shit.
dude.
What the fuck is
It's
that
actually
dude's name?
some of it. If it wasn't drug related, like some of it's actually pretty funny, dog.
It's
Like some
oh
of the
my
shit he
God.
talks about and says is pretty funny. It's like Orlando something.
What's that crazy white guy that has the Angels? That used to be Corey something.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
what
He's
show?
super weird.
What show?
Corey
the
Feldman?
guy Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman.
Corey
yeah.
Haim, Corey Feldman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is
he's
it-
dead, I think.
He's not dead.
No,
he
he's
was
not.
no, dude. He's
That's
not
fucked
dead.
up, actually. Don't even believe people like that. That motherfucker's
Corey
alive
Feldman?
and well. He's
The
not
one
well.
that dresses like Michael Jackson still?
Yes.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that
Dude, he
guy's
has
good.
like
He's
I
not
don't. I
dead.
think he might have like a sex cult or something. It's like
You
Corey's
serious?
Angels.
He's
Have
got
you
the
guys
same
heard of
sex cult as R. Kelly.
Probably.
R. Kelly's got
Damn.
some shit.
Yeah.
R. Kelly,
for
there's
real.
some shit going on. I don't know what it is, dog. But when you got chicks that are coming out like saying all the shit that these bitches been saying, there's something going on in there. It's not regular shit. That his sex life is not a regular sex life. There's there's weird ass shit going on in R.
There's
He
Kelly.
a
has
few things
girls
that have
that
pointed towards
are
that.
recruiters too. He has fucking chicks like
Yeah, there's
Oh,
something.
I've heard of that.
There's something
I've heard of
creepy
that.
going on in there, dude. I'm telling you, R. Kelly got a legit ass sex. None of this fucking like this fucking
Freaky shit.
No, his shit. Somebody
like golden showers type of shit?
No, that's baby shit.
Like
literally.
FBI investigation type
Like
of shit?
yeah, like we're coming
like
in.
the FBI may kick in the door at any time.
Yeah.
Like those memes.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude. I mean, that's all fucked up, but it still marvels me that he pulled Aaliyah. He was fucking married to Aaliyah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
hey. Let's also remember that Aaliyah was
and Aaliyah
not
was like
of age.
Was 16
She was
Yeah,
16
years old, bro.
Let's never forget. So when he's like, "Oh no, I didn't fucking pee on this 15-year-old girl,"
Married a 16-year-old.
16-year-old.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised he never got fucking locked up for that.
It's because she passed away, dude. I think they
She
just
died?
No, dude, she died
Oh,
when she was like 22 or like 23.
Wait, did she
some
die
shit.
or not die? The
Yeah,
girl
she,
who
yeah,
was
she
peed
died
on?
in
she
the
passed
fucking-
away.
she died in the
No,
fucking-
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah died.
Oh,
Dude,
dude,
what the
Aaliyah died.
No one has a record
About this
of-
girl
The pee
that
girl,
he.
the pee
Wait,
girl.
do you know about the girl that he peed on?
Yeah, he pulled her up from a show, right, in a concert, and he pulled her up on stage, and then he peed on her.
No.
Not on
No,
stage.
no.
No.
No, that didn't.
Totally did not.
Oh my
fucking
god.
That didn't happen?
No.
Wow.
Okay, so let me tell you the real story.
Oh my
He went on
god.
stage, pulled his pants down,
50,000 witnesses,
15
and he
years
got away
old,
with it.
20,000 people watching, and he just pissed on her,
Yeah.
dude.
Is that what happened?
Dude, everybody was talking to. No, this shit happened at his house.
Dog, this
Oh,
happened at his
shit.
house. You know what's
Dude,
funny?
that's how rumors get
That is-
started.
Yeah, you're starting them.
Of course. I love to start them.
Dog, let me just
You
tell
heard
you.
it first
Oh,
on the
fuck.
Don
You heard it
Podcast.
here first.
Let me just tell you. That was one of the first. That was one of the first things I saw on the internet.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Was it R.
really?
Kelly T?
One of the first things I saw on the internet was that shit.
Hey, what was?
It was like an old school fucking video camera.
It was
bro.
like just pixelated.
It was like an old school
Dude, it
video
was like a
camera.
camcorder.
Yeah, it was a fucking camcorder.
Bree sat down at the desk and said,
somebody
"All right,
had
I'm
to
gonna
film
film
it.
this internet
So
thing."
somebody else had to fucking film that shit,
No,
bro.
no, no.
Yeah.
He filmed it. He
Wait,
filmed
wait.
it because I remember it perfectly. Let me tell you what happened.
Wait, a better question is like, how did you get there?
Yeah, this dude's like, what's this
You don't
internet
wanna
thing?
know.
Let me see.
You don't want to know, but
R.
I
Kelly
do need to
peeing on a
say
chick.
I was like 17 years old.
Okay.
Okay,
So that
I
makes
was
it
like 17.
legal.
No, on your defense, the internet did take you strange places back when it was
Let
new.
me just tell you exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
let me
no.
tell
I
you
guess
exactly
so,
how
dude.
it worked out. He has the camera like on the right hand side of him, and he's testing it out. He's making sure he can see himself in the camera. So he goes like this, and he's like testing out the
the only
camera.
person in
He's
the-
the only
No, no,
person.
Brian's there too. He's behind the camera.
Hey man, come on, baby.
I've never seen the video. So.
Come on, baby. Don't be doing this to the boy. But yeah, so I was there. No, I wasn't there. But he's setting up the camera. He's fucking like setting up. So then he brings her, and allegedly, we have to say allegedly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he allegedly fucking
Well,
brought
somebody.
her. Yeah,
Right.
this girl, and he starts having sex with her, and then he stands up and just starts peeing on her, dude.
What's she doing?
She's getting peed on.
No, but like, what's her reaction?
No,
like,
she's on her knees, bro.
She's on her knees,
Getting
and
peed
yeah,
on.
and she's getting straight peed on.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
I've never seen it, but now I can never forget it. I just got
Well,
a mental
dude,
image.
now I don't think you can legally watch it.
I don't want to watch
No,
it. I
yeah.
never want to watch it.
No, you're asking for
that the
trouble
thing?
if you
Yeah.
watch it, dude.
Dude, I accidentally followed. I don't know if I should. No,
Don't-
not,
don't-
not,
That's like when your phone
Not
rings, you
incriminating
gotta read the text. Yeah.
huh? Oh
It's like
no,
when your
no,
phone
no, no, no!
rings,
I don't know if that's incriminating. We need to find out with our attorney before I say that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
Vince, where you at, bro?
So back to fighting.
I got a question. All right, so
So back to stuff that doesn't get us.
all right,
in
so
trouble
back
with
to
the
stuff that is
FBI.
not
I
gonna
don't
get
know
the
how
door
the fuck
kicked
we
in.
got here.
I don't either.
It started with Luke Rockhold.
And
Welcome
then
to the
fucking
Giagos
went out to
show.
R. Kelly
Yeah.
fucking peeing on people, bro.
So let's go. Let's go back into your past. So I know
Yeah.
you had a kind of a rough upbringing, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about it. What happened?
Yeah, I'm from Ferguson, Missouri.
Okay,
Right.
home of Tyrone Woodley.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Raised together. So we're also from like the race riots when everything was getting started, right?
Mhm.
I was fucking in the middle of that shit. Like a lot of people don't know because I trained the chief of police
Oh shit!
Oh,
while that
fuck.
was happening. So all these cops are having race wars, right? And I had a lot of friends that were police officers at the time. And a lot of people, their address were getting leaked out to the public, right?
Oh,
and people
fuck.
were going to their house and fucking their shit up, right? And I was like, somebody's gonna release my motherfucking address for fucking training this motherfucker, right? Because he goes to our gym and train, and I always did private lesson for him, shit like that. Best fucking cop ever. I would never say his name because he let me get away with a lot of shit, like a lot of shit, right?
Best not to say it.
Yeah, so that's where I was fucking raised at, right? Grew up in homeless shelters, got adopted by a lady named Katie Andrews, and she pretty much changed my life. She was like an Olympic swimmer, and
Oh, wow.
she pretty much taught me how to be an athlete, got me into wrestling.
Nice.
Been in wrestling since I was 5, and then went back and forth with my biological mom because they were best friends, so it was like an open
sweet.
adoption, right? So went back to St. Louis, and then kind of got off track and got into drugs a little bit. regular shit, smoking a little weed, drinking and shit. All the house parties at my house because my biological mom was trying to make up from being a mother, more of a friend for all the shit we've been through. Right? Trying to be the cool mom, right? So everybody's like, dude, we're all going to Ian's house to fucking get fucked up, right? But during wrestling season, I took my shit seriously. I didn't do shit, bro. Always just didn't drink, didn't smoke. I just handled my business, fucking just wrestled. Off season, I fucking just went ham and just fucking just like, fuck it, you know? And then at the time, friends, thought of my friends, were doing other drugs at the time, like popping pills, shit like that. I was like, dude, I just want to smoke weed. That's it. Like, I don't want to do anything else, right?
Try some of this, Ian.
Yeah, no, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
And then one day, wrestling season is getting ready to start. I'm like, look, this is my last smoking session. I got to go to fucking training camp. Like, wrestling season's about to start. And they're like, dude, why don't you just pop these fucking pills? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good, right? So they put a prank on me, right?
Dude, that's not a prank.
They put a prank on me.
That's
Right? So my munchie thing was having like big ass boxes of annihilators and just taking them up and just eating them, right? So they replaced annihilator with pills.
Oh, dude.
that is not a prank.
That is not a
dude.
prank. That's attempted murder.
So
Yeah.
I swallowed over 20 fucking pills, bro.
Oh,
Of
shit.
what?
Of what?
Still to this day,
You don't
even
know?
fucking
No.
right?
Oh, fuck, bro.
So-
Ecstasy or something.
I did it, and they took off and shit. I fucking went to bed. I wake up, fucking heart's fucking beating, right? And I'm fucking like crawling up. I was living in the basement. I crawled up the fucking stairs and knocked on my mom's door and like, don't freak out. If you freak out, I'm gonna freak out anymore. My heart's gonna fucking stop. Like, you gotta call fucking 911 right now. And she's fucking freaking out, right? I'm trying to stay cool, right? Of course, right? And I fucking closed my eyes. Like, my fucking eyes woken up, and I'm fucking in the ambulance just going, right? And I'm like, where the fuck am I going? Eyes closed again. I'm in the fucking hospital.
Yo.
And fucking nurse comes over me and goes like, yo, just to let you know, you fucking died. Your heart stopped for like almost like a minute.
Yo.
Right?
Ditch those.
For how
And
long?
For like over a minute, right? And they're like, we were doing compressions and we were gonna stop and call it, but for some reason, like your heart came back, and we kept on working on you, and now you're fucking here.
Whoa.
Dog.
That gives me the chills.
Dude, what the?
Yeah,
He's
so
like,
I'm
"No,
not even
not
supposed
yet."
to be here,
Bro,
bro.
that's not fucking no goddamn friends, bro.
Dude,
Yeah,
yeah,
I know.
that's horrible. That's a
Fucking
horrible,
horrible,
prank.
right? Horrible, right? So after that, I was like one of the highest recruited wrestlers. I got fucking letters from fucking Stanford, fucking Virginia, everything. They all found out what happened, took all my scholarships away. Right? And they're like, you're supposed to be a leader, fucking be a leader. Like, and I'm like, dude, like, I was like, it wasn't my fucking fault.
Yeah,
bro.
like, I was being a leader.
like, yeah.
I said no.
Yeah.
I walked away.
I was like, dude, I'm doing like, I'm like, every fucking college kid almost fucking goes and drinks and fucking do whatever. Like, what the fuck you
They didn't
like,
let you like, you know, repeal your case or like even
Dude,
kind of
you
prove
know what?
that
it
happened
could
to
just
you.
I
be
fucking
bad
tried it.
PR.
I fucking tried it.
Yeah.
And they said you shouldn't have fucking put yourself in this situation in the first place.
That's kind of always
Right?
going to be the thing, though.
right. It's always
Yeah.
the thing, right?
Yep.
And it's like true. Like there ain't nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Hey, for that moment that like you were dead, did
Hey,
you
did you
do
see
you remember
anything?
anything?
Yeah, I know. Everybody fucking says that. Right?
Did you?
Did
Was
you
it-
though?
was there a light?
Yeah, was there anything or do you
So-
remember anything?
It was like a little dream, a little bit, right? And I swear to God that I saw like my mom, like so my adopted mom passed away, right?
Yeah.
And I swear I kind of seen her a little bit, and then like she was like taken away, and then I woke up and I was in the fucking hospital,
Yo.
right? And she was like my guardian angel, like she, like still to this day, I'm still connected. Their family still been at my wedding. They still go to my fights. I'm still involved in their family today. They're still my family,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Because when she adopted me, she kept it a fucking secret away from her family. She was super private, bro. Like a lot of people didn't know I was adopted until I went to the fucking funeral to my mom, and they're like, "Hey,
You
by the
called her
way,
your mom?
Yeah, that was my mom.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? They're like, "This is your aunt and uncle," and they're like, "Yo, like we even know, like we knew about you." But you know you were like officially adopted, stuff like
Yeah.
that, and they've been in my life ever since then.
What race was she?
She was white.
She was a white lady?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
So what happens after you get all your scholarships taken away?
So I had I get kicked out of school too because they found out
out
what
of
happened.
school?
Right? Yeah, bro. Get kicked out of school too. So I got my fucking GED, right? And then I went to a small school called Greenville University out in the middle of nowhere in Illinois, right? Fucking little Christian school, like super deep Christian. Like I was raised Christian, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this
But
is
this
fucking
is like
beyond,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
dude,
like you're
like,
praying and shit.
Say no more. I know the
dude,
type.
bro. Like my white mom was like, I thought she was like super like the only thing I can watch in the house was three fucking shows, right? Touched by an Angel, like
Heard of that
Seven
show?
Heaven,
Oh shit!
and like VeggieTales, the fucking
the Bible ones.
hey, VeggieTales is the shit. I don't care.
Okay, what you say? VeggieTales was the shit, bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, just real quick, do you remember what happened to that Seven Heaven dad?
Oh, dude.
What happened to him?
You
Did
didn't
some
hear about
shit,
that?
dog.
It's
Child
gonna fucking probably
molesting
ruin
shit,
my
dog.
fucking-
Yeah, he
no
was a,
shit.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
his wife turned
And his
him in.
wife turned him in,
His
dog.
real,
What?
not the Seven Heaven one.
Not his Seventh Heaven wife.
The-
His real
his
wife
real
was
one.
like, this dude's over here touching
No.
kids.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Straight up.
real news.
No way.
Real
Yeah.
news.
Jessica Biel even like she was like, no, he didn't do anything to me.
See, I
Starting-
think I watched the growth of Jessica Biel though.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Dude, Jessica Biel's so goddamn hot.
All right, so let's
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
so
Okay,
let's,
okay.
Let's not
let's put a
digress.
pin in this because we gotta
what
take a
do
break.
Yeah.
Zol? Yes? No? Okay, let's take a break. And we're back with our special guest, Ian Butler. What's up, dog?
What's up, man?
All right, so all right, so like we picked up where we left off, where you're kind of telling us you went to a small Christian college.
Yeah. In
And,
Souvenir Christian school.
So how did you let's get to how you got into fighting for Bellator.
So I got in. So on the Midwest scene is fucking tough as fuck. The amateur scene, like I think is way tougher than the California fucking scene, right? Especially because the Midwest is fucking home to fucking wrestling, bro. Like you know, so you got everybody fucking coming through, right? And when I first watched that California amateur fight, have you seen that shit before? Have anybody seen? They wear shin guards and shit, and they go 2-minute rounds and shit.
Wait, what is this? This is
Wait,
a
what is it?
California
Like,
amateurs.
is it UFC? I mean, is it MMA fighting?
Yeah, and
Why are
the
they wearing
amateur league.
shin guards?
Yeah, bro. Like you have to have like over 3 fights, and then you can fucking have shin
But
guards.
you have to wear shin guards.
You have to wear shin guards until after 3 fights. You don't have to have shin guards, and then you can go. I think 3-minute rounds or championship fights, 3-minute rounds.
What's the purpose of the shin guards?
I have no fucking idea.
It's like
So you
training
don't get
wheels,
fucking
maybe.
hurt.
Yeah,
Kind
so
of,
you don't
training
right?
wheels?
fucking
So real quick, so this isn't an organization. It's just if you're fighting amateur in California, those are the rules.
Those are the fucking
Oh,
rules.
you have to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was a league.
Yeah, I
No.
was thinking that too for a
No,
second.
bro. Like in Missouri, I fucking got brought up the fucking rough fucking way, dude. There was no fucking shin
Yeah.
guards, bro.
Hey, so when you started fighting down here, did you have to do that?
I was already a pro. I was
Okay,
already
cool,
in Bellator.
Cool. So
you
how?
know?
What's the? Okay, sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm skipping ahead.
Yeah, so I was like 10-2 as a fucking amateur. You know, I was a Midwest grappling champ, fucking shit like that. Like, and then so the amateur scene in St. Louis and Missouri is bigger than the pro scene, bro. So I was already fighting at fucking arenas as an amateur.
Nice.
Like,
Were you getting paid pretty well too?
Amateurs, you can't get paid. It's illegal.
Oh fuck!
what?
Yeah.
Fuck you, dog.
bro?
Fuck that.
Yeah, bro.
That's like that NCAA
Yeah, that's
bullshit.
Yeah.
college
That's
That's
football
exactly what it
bullshit.
is, bro.
That's retarded. That's
But
stupid.
amateur, like MMA, like Missouri was just like, you got your cup, you got your mouthpiece. Like, all right, fucking go handle your business. Like, get in there. 3-minute rounds.
Are you getting sponsors then? Like, where's your money coming from?
Can.
Sponsors?
So that's the thing. Like, I'm pretty fucking savvy and shit. Like, and in school, I paid attention. I took a couple business fucking classes,
Okay.
right? So I did all my sponsorships myself, and still to this day, I still do. Like, I was
Yeah.
as a fucking amateur, I was sponsored by fucking Farmers Insurance, bro.
Oh,
Damn. You're
Dum,
making
dum,
those
dum,
phone
dum,
calls
dum,
yourself
dum.
too, or just
Yeah,
knocking?
I made those fucking phone calls myself. I was
Hell
sponsored
yeah.
by Max Muscle, Farmers Insurance.
Oh,
I
shit.
fucking so I had a fucking G6, but my car tires were fucking shit. So I got sponsored by a tire company that always replaced my fucking tires. and shit. I fucking was sponsored by a restaurant. I just went in there and ate all the fucking time for free. Like, you know?
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah, bro. I know how to fucking market. Like, you know? And I think
like
that's the thing.
what, like maybe like what did Ashley say? They're called soft sponsorships, right?
Oh,
She
yeah,
says
where
if
she
you're
just
not
gets
getting
food.
money.
Yeah.
You
Product.
just get
You
something.
agree
Products,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
she
she calls
Products,
them soft
right?
sponsors.
So I
Is that
had
the right word?
products, but like easily for like my amateur fights, I was making like $800 maybe. Like,
Would you be interested in managing a podcast?
so I was doing that, and I was fighting at the Family Arena, which ironically, that's what Bellator just went to. Their last St. Louis show, they went to Family Arena. Like, so the big ass arena. So my last 4 fights was at Family Arena, like at a huge arena, and I was selling that place out easily. It set 12,000 people, and 5,000 showed up for me.
Jeez.
Were you doing that purposely because you knew Bellator was showing up to those
Didn't
things?
even know.
Oh, you didn't,
Didn't
even.
even
It was
know,
just
bro.
by chance.
Yeah, like I'm a fucking social butterfly. I'm a
Yeah.
personal person. Like when people buy tickets to me, like I hand them in fucking person, like you know,
Sick.
and stuff like that. I always talk to people. I'm always like, oh, come support me, stuff like that. Dude, St. Louis is a fucking baseball fucking town with the fucking Cardinals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the fucking Busch Stadium, and they have another thing called Ballpark Village that sits over 60,000 people. My first Bellator fight, they shut down Ballpark Village and had my fucking fight up.
Sick.
So Bellator is like, dude, this kid as a fucking amateur is fucking killing it. Like,
Dude,
we
what does it
gotta sign
feel
this
like to
motherfucker.
walk out there to all those, like, is it just
Fucking
like,
insane, bro.
yeah,
it's fucking
all for
insane,
you?
bro. Yeah.
Oh.
So now you're signed. How did the Bellator thing happen? Did Bellator just hear about you through the?
They
through
heard
the
about
underground
me.
circuit?
So
What happened? Did you get a phone call from Scott Croker himself? What
No,
happened?
because this is when Bjorn Revney was fucking in charge.
Oh, Bjorn.
Yeah,
Bad
so,
guy Bjorn. Everybody hated that guy.
No one
I
liked that
fucking
guy.
like Bjorn because he's the one that signed me in the first place.
Yeah,
And then
right.
Scott
Yeah.
Coker kind of just like, fucking like, yeah, that was a good fucking signing. Thank you, Bjorn. Like, you know, like
How long were you signed after Bjorn left and Scott came?
fucking immediately.
Really?
That's the crazy
seriously?
part. So I get signed. Well, I didn't even get signed at the point they're like, hey, Ian, we want to meet you. Come down to Memphis. We're doing our first ever pay-per-view. Rampage is fighting King Mo, right? On the pay-per-view. Michael Chandler's fighting Real Brooks for the world title, right?
Is that when his rubber leg happened? When the rubber leg happened?
No.
Oh
like,
my
way,
God.
way.
Oh
like,
my-
this is like 4 years ago,
Okay,
5 years
okay.
ago, right? So the pay-per-view's in Memphis, right? Because they want to cater to Rampage. Rampage is from fucking Memphis,
Tennessee,
right?
yeah.
So I go down there and shit, and I just got signed by TNT Management at the time, and later on I fired him, but it was still fucking like. So he's managing Tito because Tito's fighting Alexander Shemenko,
Okay.
right, on the card too. So he's managing Tito, so I go down there and meet fucking Bellator. I meet Bjorn Revney. They're like, yeah, dude, we love you. Like, we want to have you aboard and stuff like that. Like, for sure, you know? And they're like, we'll wait for a couple fights, right? And so I'm getting ready, and they finally send me the contract, right? I sign it. First day of training camp, I took a kick, tore my fucking ACL.
Oh.
Yeah. I fucking go to the doctor, get checked out, and they're like, yeah, like, you're out for a year. Like, we're going to have
Fuck.
surgery. Yeah.
Fuck.
And not only that, I quit my fucking job. I just quit my
Oh,
job.
yeah. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm,
You're like, I don't
I'm
need
big
this.
time now.
Yeah, because I was fucking working, like, it's fucking amateurs. I don't get paid, so I had to work a regular job. I was doing, like, working at clubs, working at Dollar General, and then I was working at fucking, I actually had a good job. I was working, like, Loomer security arm truck when you carry the fucking money and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Do you have a license? You
Yeah.
care?
I have a fucking license to carry. I have a license to fucking drive a truck, like
Like
let's
those
fucking
armored
hurry up.
trucks?
Armored trucks, bro.
Yeah, those
Are you just
sick.
like constantly
Armored
on
truck, bro.
on point, like when you're walking,
Dude, so here's
or is
the,
it just pretty chill?
constantly on point, but here's the thing. So my career's coming up as an amateur. I'm like, dude, I'm getting ready to turn pro. So everybody at Loomis went to go see my fights and stuff like that. And they're like, dude, like, you're gonna make it, you're gonna get signed. My boy that got me the job was a training partner at my gym, right? So I originally started out at fucking Pat Miletich back in the day and shit like that. And
Like
train-
Robbie Lawler,
all
those
those,
guys.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, I was like fucking 15-year-old when Robbie Lawler was fucking fighting, like Spencer Fisher, Matt Hughes, all those fucking guys, right? And then they started Hit Squad because Pat's like, I'm not gonna coach anymore. And so Hit Squad started. I was there.
Wait,
Dustin-
Pat Miletich still coaches though now, right?
Nope, done.
I think he just
Done.
announces for
Just
maybe
announces, bro.
Bellator,
When he said I'm retiring, he announces for LFA
LFA,
at, like
okay.
Access Fight, right?
That's what Fernando was
fights
on.
up,
Yeah. And then so they started Hit Squad over in Illinois, which is like right next door to St. Louis, like literally like a bridge over. So I was at Hit Squad with Matt and Robbie Lawler. I went with them, like wasn't feeling it. So I went to Pat's like sister school in St. Louis. And that's where I like kind of started, and they took me to like the high ranks and stuff.
Who'd you
like
train
that.
with there? Was there anyone?
Keith Brock, but nobody like named, bro.
Yeah.
Keith Brock was like a really good black belt and like a 5-time kickboxing world champ.
I don't know
Right.
who that is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he always was super secret. So he brought all my skills up like way
Yeah.
before I met Perillo, Dean, Lister, all those
Yeah.
guys, right? So my training partner at the time was working for Loomis. Like, dude, they're hiring. Like, you should fucking get in on this shit. I'm like, all right, cool. Get hired at Loomis. Everything was cool. Making good fucking money. Because St. Louis is super fucking cheap to fucking live, too. So I was balling out of fucking control, right? So my boy that gets fucking hired at the job was just like, dude, good shit. Because he used to quarter me my fights, right? And he's like, dude, I think you should turn pro like now, bro, right? We're talking at the station. I go on my route. He gets on his route. He fucking gets robbed at fucking gunpoint that day.
Oh fuck!
You fucking so you're supposed to change up your fucking routes, right? So you don't fucking time your routes, right? So we always picked up at school, stuff like that, and then we always pick up at a checking and cash, right?
Who? This is a random question, but like, who's in charge of changing up the routes? That's just on
You're
you.
a fucking driver, and you're
Damn.
supposed to change it up, bro. Like so.
Like
So
what,
nobody
like
would time this shit,
weekly,
right?
daily.
Well, yeah, because then
Daily.
if they follow you and they say, well, this guy has going here.
This
and he
Loomis
goes
truck is here,
Right,
every
exactly,
day.
right?
Yeah, okay.
Exactly, right?
It's so crazy, it's right out of the movies.
Loomis also works
Yeah.
on, as soon as you get done with your route, you're done for the day. You know?
So the faster you get done with it,
You're
the
fucking
quicker
out of
you
there.
get to leave. Okay.
Fucking out of there.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
barely, there's probably one time a week I probably got out by 6. All the rest of the time I was getting out by 2, 3, like, you know?
damn.
Shit like that, right? Like sitting, like cool. Started at 9.
So
Like,
you
that's
had
an
like
easy
a
fucking
couple
day.
places that you needed to go every day or every.
For sure. And there's a couple places that we have to hit before they're closed, but the one account, I had like the fucking nice account. Like I had fucking suburban fucking schools and shit like that. Ain't nobody fucking trying to rob me out there, right? But the one bad place we had was checking the class, because where's all checking the classes at? They're always in the fucking hood, right?
Yeah.
So they did my route. So that's the thing, though. They always switch us up. Even though that's my route, they always had to switch me off on that route too, like once a week or twice a week, just because like this motherfucker knows this route too well and stuff like that, just
They
in
don't
case
want
you
like,
might.
yeah.
Like it was a serious. Like I had to take a lie detector test to get hired and shit.
sure,
Like
dude.
right.
You're handling a lot of money.
Would you
Bro,
rob us?
My fucking route was the government route. So I had to go to the federal building and pick up all the fresh cash that was freshly fucking made. So easily in my truck that day was over 7 fucking mil.
Do you ever smell
Did you ever-
that?
I was just gonna ask
Seven
that.
fucking
wanna
mil.
lay-
Yeah,
Just open the bag and
Oh,
smell
no.
like smelling of the cash.
Over 7 mil. So I used to pick it up like this, boop, hit the buzzer, stuff like that. So you have like a little thing that
Yeah,
tracks
like
it.
what stops from like a driver from just driving away with that cash?
Jail.
Right? Like federal
Maybe a
jail,
tracking.
federal
no
prison.
shit, dude. Like,
Jail, forever jail.
So when I first started, I had to be. So I'm gonna get back to my boy getting held up at gunpoint, right? So when I first got hired, I couldn't even carry for like a couple months, bro. Like I had to go for training. They paid for all my training, shooting, everything, right? So I had to drive the whole time and have another driver be on standby and have somebody else get out the truck because I couldn't fucking get my weapon. So apparently there was a thing up in fucking Florida that they were really struggling for people hiring, right? So they hired a guy on the spot and gave him his gun his first fucking week.
Nice. Good
Florida.
job, guys.
So
Good job.
Good
Florida,
Florida. Yeah.
Oh,
Everything
Florida.
Florida. Everything
Oh,
touched
it's
up.
Florida.
Everything
Yep.
fucked
Right?
up.
The
has
armpit
been
of
Florida.
America.
Everything else
Yep.
is in Florida. So the fucking truck is sitting outside the fucking base. And they're like, what the fuck's going on with this truck? Like, this truck should have been gone. It's been sitting there for 2 hours. They fucking went in the truck. Fucking driver's head's blown the fuck off.
He
killed
Oh.
himself?
The kid
He fucked up.
had the gun and fucking they
Shot
pulled
the
off
driver?
and shot the fucking driver
Oh,
and
and
then
dipped
went
out
off
with
to
the money.
cash. Yep.
Yep.
Fucking went down to Florida and buried half the mill in his fucking parents' backyard, which they're gonna go fucking check. They fucking found that shit.
Right.
Oh,
And then
obviously.
he went up to Canada and was gone for like 2 or 3 months and decided to come back down to Florida to go see his family, and that's where he caught his ass.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Dog,
Dumbass, dude.
Florida residents are like a whole nother species.
Yeah, that's
It is,
gator
dude.
Yeah,
brains.
bro. So this is how my boy gets fucking held up. So we switch off on fucking routes. So I'm taking his route, and I guess they get done and nailed it, and they get done at like 12, right? And they're like, "Dude, we're out this bitch. I'm gonna go chill, stuff like that." So they're like, "Dude, let's just hit the route the same way we did it because we got out by 12." That's where they fucked up. So this checking the cash that he got robbed at is connected to an apartment building, right?
Seems legit.
Yeah.
Right? Connected to an apartment building. In the apartment building. And then, so the guy timed it, right? That robbed him. He pulls up. Guy's waiting in the door in the apartment building. He gets out. He walks in. And then he turns around. And then a fucking gun's pointed right at his head in front of all these people in the fucking store. And he goes like, dude, if I were to reach for my gun. So the gun's pointed right at his head. And then he's like, give me all the money. And if he would have went for his gun, he would have not been here.
Jesus Christ. You know what, dog? Here's my thing with that. That's somebody else's money. And I'm not trying to get shot for money that ain't my money.
Dude, so
I'm not trying to get shot for my money.
yeah, good point. I'm not getting shot for
Homeboy-
my own money.
that fucking robbed him fucking got caught, right?
Of course.
Of course, he could have fucking got away with it if he would have did one thing, right? So he took the bag of money, right? But a lot of people don't know that in the truck we have like a little scanner, right? Boom. So at the branch they know what stops we're at, right? So in the bag he took the fucking scanner with him. So when the guy was driving and taking off with the money, he took off with the scanner
Like a tracer?
That's a
Like a
fucking
tracer?
tracking
Like a
phone.
tracking device? Oh.
And they found him from the tracking device?
Yeah, so my boy,
Stupid.
So my boy,
Right?
You stupid.
so they call him in for a lineup, right? And they're like, "Is this guy and this guy?" And he goes like, "Dude, you know what? It happened so quick. I don't know." And he goes like, "I really don't want to pick somebody right now and make them do like 10 to 20."
Nah, ton.
Like,
Yeah, I don't wanna fuck someone's life.
Right? And then the cop goes in the booth. He goes like, "All these motherfuckers are going to jail anyway because they got so charges, right?" And I'm like,
You just
"Damn."
pick which one you want to go to jail for
the
this.
most.
Who do you want to go to jail for this shit?
I was like, "Damn, bro." And the
That's
most
fucked up,
dude,
actually.
and even more
That's
fucked up part.
kinda.
Even more fucked up part to this day. So my boy was so traumatized, right? That they put him on all the pussy routes and fucking Loomis. So he's still working for Loomis, but he's still traumatized that they put him on all the school routes, right?
Cool.
Right. So he's like, you just got to pick money up at elementary schools now,
Yeah, like
right?
$200 for
Right.
like
That's it.
Like,
cafeteria
yeah.
money.
cafeteria.
Lunch money?
right?
Yeah.
And then he ends up quitting, right? And goes like, "Yeah, man, like it was too stressful." I'm like, "Yeah, motherfucker, you almost died."
Yeah,
dude.
right?
Fuck
So
that.
what is he doing now? He's a fucking cop in St. Louis,
Oh,
Missouri.
okay, cool.
What?
He's a
That's 10 times
fucking
more
cop.
dangerous.
Like to
He's
get
a
shot
fucking
at.
cop.
what the
He must like to get shot at.
Missouri,
Is it
bro.
black guy or white guy?
He's Asian.
Aw.
So he draws
I
a
don't have
line.
an
So he's in
opinion about
between.
that, actually.
Hey,
in
how
between.
accurate are those movies with the Loomis trucks? Like the steel, like the heist movies? Can someone do that?
I think it's pretty.
It's pretty
fucking
accurate,
bro.
Yeah, okay.
Because no shit, like we used to get alerts for every time a truck got hit or every time there was an attempt.
How often did that happen?
I think in a year, like 7 times.
That's not bad.
Fuck.
I guess.
Bad, right?
That's not
Out
bad.
of the whole United States?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Not
yeah.
bad.
Not bad.
Oh, not only that, we have a European. We have overseas fucking Loomis too.
Oh, shit.
6 out of those 7 was in Florida.
But still, you
Yeah,
gotta get
dude.
rid of that bag. You gotta get rid of the bag, dude.
Yeah, you
First thing I
gotta
would
get
do
rid
is
of
dump that bag out. Actually, the first thing I would think is that like you open it and
Just
then the paint
get the
shoots
money.
up in your face.
Is there
Oh,
no
that
that
That's
shit?
not what
It
happens?
explodes.
Is
I
there
never
paint
thought
in
about
there?
that.
So if you rob a bank,
They put.
a paint explodes.
Paint explodes,
If
okay.
you rob Loomis, like
You're
no
tracking
you're
device.
chilling. You
Just-
just gotta
you
go.
gotta
You
ditch-
just gotta
you
go
gotta
to
do the
Europe.
tracking device.
There was actually so there's Loomis and then there's Brinks and then there's a
Yeah.
one called like the small one called like CenturyLink, right?
I've heard of
Kinda,
that before.
right?
Fuck yeah.
So in St. Louis they got robbed. Those motherfuckers got away, right? There's only one person that got caught. So they they take over the branch, bro. Because one of the person fucking told and they took over the branch.
That's
Right?
what I'm
Too
saying.
greedy.
That's-
Right?
Yeah, you're being greedy.
They got
Too
away
much.
with
Stop being greedy.
they got away with 300 mil.
What?
They got away with 300 mil, right?
Got away?
Got away. Okay,
Clean?
This is what happened, right? So
Wait,
they
real
get
quick.
away
Clean?
clean.
Still away.
No. So
Oh.
this is how one of them they brought down 3 people, but there were 7 people in this heist. So 4 people are still clean, gone, and it's been years.
They're probably just running.
Right?
They don't
so
even know if they're
this
being
is how the 3
chased.
people got caught, right? So 300 mil, and they're like, "Oh no!" Like St. Louis is fucking devastated, right? And this chick with the girlfriend went into fucking Walmart, right, to go buy a
Louis
new
Vuitton.
plasma screen fucking TV.
Oh, dude.
But what did she keep on? She kept the strap on to the fucking clean dollar bill. Like, she
Oh.
broke the strap at the fucking checkout. Fucking
It says
counter.
Brinks
Yeah.
across the thing.
It says
This is Loomis.
If someone if you're not in a Brink security, this is stolen.
Yeah.
If you're not in a security outfit, this is
But
stolen
you
money.
never. That's the thing, though. You never have clean straps like that. Ever.
Hey, what-
Ever.
Let me ask you a question. What's scarier, getting punched in the face by grown men or working for Brinks
Or Loomis.
or Loomis?
Working for Loomis, bro.
Yeah.
Loomis, bro.
Speaking of punching people in the face, you think this fight's gonna stick?
I think so.
Okay.
No matter what, I'm still fucking fighting. And no
Hell
matter
yeah.
who's
Yeah.
happening,
How
I'm
do
fighting
you?
on that
If
card.
you're making a prediction, how do you win?
I think 3rd round TKO for sure.
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! We can't wait to see that
I like
shit.
to drag
Okay.
people out.
We can't wait to see that
into
shit.
later rounds
And
shit.
we will depending on because there's that card, that UFC card that's the same night,
Dude, they're stacking that shit because
and that card just keeps getting more
Cock
stacked and
blocking the
stacked.
Bellator card.
Cock blocking big time,
Yeah.
dude. Because my
So-
boy,
We're
Ben
gonna be at
Askren-
one of those fights.
My
I'd
boy
like to
Ben
tell you we're gonna be at
Askren.
your fight, but it probably won't be true.
Well, I'm fucking sponsored by Dave & Buster's, so I always have after parties and pre.
Oh.
Dude, my
Oh,
company
shit.
Christmas parties at Dave and Buster's.
Really?
What the fuck?
That's kind of.
Oh, let me know, dude. I got game cards for days. Dude.
Really?
Oh, shut
I
up,
got,
fuck.
dude, I got
I'll let you
fucking
know.
game cards. That
I'm like, I'm
fucking
Dave and
life
Buster's
sucks.
balling, bitch.
Just making it rain
like-
cards.
Making
fucking
fucking cards up in this
plastic.
bitch. Y'all can play Pac-Man for 3 hours.
Yeah, man. So they got TJ versus Henry for the title.
They have
and then they got Robbie Lawler versus Ben
Askren, that's on
Ben
that
Askren,
card.
yeah.
and then they
Oh,
have. Don't they,
shit.
isn't that the John? Is that the John Jones card?
No, that's
no.
that's December 29th.
There's one more big card on
And
that, or
they're
one more.
That's
ready-
Ortega.
which is kind of crazy.
Is that Ortega
They're getting
fight?
ready to. I talked to Time. They're getting ready to book Tim and Kobe Covington for that card.
I heard about
Yeah,
that.
I've seen
Heard
it,
about
yeah.
that.
For that.
Dude, Tyrone Woodley versus. Please tell your boy Whoop that Donald Trump lovers.
I need
man.
one of my boys to because Rafael DeSantos is my teammate. I helped him get ready for Kobe.
Oh, you're out in Irvine with it? Is Rafael at
Ruka.
He's at Ruka?
Ruka.
Yeah.
I thought he was in Irvine.
No, bro.
Oh,
Well,
what the fuck?
so he goes to Irvine.
He
to
does
do
jujitsu. Yeah. Okay.
But his
Where's
main-
Ruka at?
It's
Costa
right here,
Mesa.
Costa Mesa.
Oh,
Dude, you
shit.
never know. You never know
It's
where the
hidden.
fuck.
That's like
It's
that
probably
UFC
better
gym in
than
Costa
Irvine.
Mesa.
It's by Triangle Square.
What?
Yeah.
You never fucking know.
Wow,
I
dude.
had to Google the fucking place, and I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't even know this corner was here.
Yeah, bro.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
it's super hidden. Is it all? It's all white in there.
It's all white.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
The only fucking
nice.
dark thing in there. Bro. I think that's why they brought me there, bro. Till I had a little
Dog,
difference.
you know what? We need to get some African American people in here, some color, someone of color, because well, shit, dude. Good luck on your fight, man.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you so much for doing the show. We absolutely appreciate it. As I said, man, depending on how this card turns out, we might be at Bellator or that.
Yeah. Looking forward to that David Busters.
guys-
You just gotta
Also,
split each other. You just one goes
that would not
there,
be a
one
bad
go the
idea.
other way.
Yeah,
Just
But
divide and
that's
conquer.
in our backyard.
I know.
I was born and raised in Anaheim, so like,
shit.
yeah, so like that's our backyard, dude. So
How do you
if
like
that happens-
Anaheim? Because Costa Mesa, I fuck
love
with
Anaheim.
Costa
Dude,
Mesa.
Anaheim is
Costa
great.
Anaheim's
I grew up
great.
in Anaheim. Anaheim is awesome.
Oh,
Depending
God.
on where, but
For the most part, don't go to West Anaheim.
Yeah.
Fuck West Anaheim.
West Anaheim's it's a little weird.
But East Anaheim and all
Even,
that
like,
shit.
dude,
fuck
Anaheim's
you.
great.
lives in Anaheim Hills.
He lives in
Yeah,
Anaheim.
that's a whole
that's-
different city.
whole
That's a
other
whole
city.
different-
Whole other city.
Yep.
That's his neck of the woods.
Yeah, that's
Get
his.
out of here. But that's like horse trails and freaking giant houses.
Yeah,
It's a whole
dude.
different.
But-
Dude, because every time I go somewhere different, I feel like I'm still fucking learning California, bro.
How long
Like-
have you been down here?
Like 4 years.
Where-
but still.
Dude,
Have you been to
It's
San
a
Diego?
crazy state, man.
Yeah, so I used to live in San Diego because that's where I got adopted from. And
yeah.
when I first lived down here, I did my training camps because I used to train with Dean Lister and everybody at Alliance down in
Who
SD.
else is down there? Did you see Alima down there? Alima's down
Yeah,
there.
she's down. So
That's right. Yeah, she trains out of there, right?
Yeah.
Lima May. I love Lima May.
She's
We're
great.
Cool as
She's
fuck.
crazy.
She came into the
Yeah.
studio with her belt, dude. It was
I think
awesome.
she may have been our first Bellator.
So I
Yeah.
have a funny ass
Yes.
stories with Lima May.
Is this off there? Is this off
no,
there?
no, it's a good. Like,
Okay,
it's-
cool.
Oh,
so
can you tell it? Yeah.
She probably came in here while she was single, right?
Yeah, she had just broken up.
with.
right.
She
was
just
ready
broke
to
up with the
go.
dude.
So
Yep.
I remember, so I was training at Victory, and one of my boys, like one of my students, was there, like good looking cat, right,
Yeah.
stuff like that, Navy. And I remember I was up in Fresno, like doing like some PR shit with like David Busters and shit, and Bellator's there, you know. And Lima May was fighting. I think that was her second Bellator fight on the card, and my boy's like, "Hey, dude, like I'm here at fucking for Bellator." I'm like, what the fuck you doing here? Like all the way in fucking Fresno? Like, and he goes like, "Oh, dude, I date Lima May." I'm like, "No shit." Like, yeah. So
Was he a fuckboy?
I don't know, man.
That's her exact words,
Yeah.
though.
Yep.
She's like, I love
Fuck
fuck
boys.
boys.
Fuck boys. Yeah,
I
she
think
said that
so.
on
I
the
think
podcast.
for sure, bro.
Yeah.
For sure. like he,
Now that
and
you
then,
said it.
like,
Hey,
and he
you-
looked like the dude from dude, what's that fucking?
Do you look like Wes?
like no, like the like
How dare you?
like the vampire wolf fucking movie.
Oh,
What's that called?
Twilight.
Twilight. He looked like
Yeah,
the
he
fucking
looks like
wolf.
Wes,
He looked like the wolf from
Little sickly
Twilight.
boy?
Yeah.
How dare you?
That's exactly what looks like
Damn,
Wes.
all of you. Damn.
Like, good looking guy, bro.
Yeah.
Good looking.
No, Wes
So-
is the best looking guy here. Yeah.
Stop.
Look
Get
at
it.
that.
So that happened, and then I fought at the Forum the first time, and then she was there, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, dude, you dating
She's
my boy?
awesome,
And she
dude.
goes like, "Ah, what's up, Ian?" Like, we know each other by just like because Bellator has talked about each other to us.
Yeah.
First time we met, and I'm like, "Yeah, I used to date my boy," and she goes, "Fuck that motherfucker!" Like,
Yeah.
this is the first time I'm like meeting her in person, right? And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
She's like, maybe I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have brought him
and
up.
then she kind of, I don't know if I should put it, like she explains what fucking happened. I'm like, yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think if you guys, if our
might have
listeners
thought
want to
past that.
go back to the Limit Lay interview, I think it's episode.
Like 3 or
Yeah, it's
4.
not
That's
really-
a long, dude. It's like a year ago,
I was gonna
dude.
say like 8 or 9,
No,
but
it's like
It's not even. Yeah,
Dude, that was a long time ago.
It was
Third,
great.
Ashley, it was
Just
a
look
great
up the
one.
Alime Lay interview, and it's probably the rest of the story that he's telling us right
Yeah.
now.
yeah. It's actually the
It's
other side of the
Yeah,
story.
it's probably the other side of the story what you're telling us right
I
now.
fucking love her though. She's
No, she's
dope.
great.
She's cool as
Shout out
fuck.
Lima Lay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
She
shit.
fights this weekend? Next weekend.
No, she
No,
fights in
she
Hawaii
fights in-
at the end of December.
Oh, and my boy Michael Chandler fucking fights for the title on that fucking on the next
God,
day.
I hope he gets that, dude. I've never seen anyone more deserving of a title than Michael
Yeah,
Chandler.
because dude, fuck that other dude, Brett Primus, dude. I
Um,
fucking hate that motherfucker. He's a
I like him
champ
too.
now.
I like him too. But I think
Brett?
Michael Chandler wins.
I think so too.
I think Michael Chandler gets
I
it.
think so too.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap up this interview. Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Butler.
Yeah.
Hell
yeah.
Thank you
Up
for
next,
coming, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you
for
so much
sure.
for coming.
Yeah, for sure.
Up next, we have Christian.
Christos.
I'm sorry, Christos.
Iago.
Christos Giagos.
God, he explains us how to
Pronounce
say
his
it, how to
last
pronounce it.
name.
He's Greek.
Yeah.
Fucking excellent interview. Up next, listen to this. All right, fighting at UFC Fight Night on December 1st in Australia, Christos Giagos.
Yeah!
Hey! How are you today, sir?
I'm doing good, Just got home from some strength and conditioning and totally forgot to be on the show, but I'm glad we're going to get to pull it off.
Man,
So,
we are too, man. So tell me how far do you train? Do you stop training? When are you like, okay, I'm done training? Because your fight's December 1st.
not until I fight, pretty much, or maybe like after I cut weight. But like next week, I taper down for sure. It's just a lot of pad holding, running, and just keeping the sweat going. But when I stop hard training is probably by like Friday. This Friday, I'll stop.
Okay.
When does the weight cut start? Like how much do you weigh now, and when are you gonna start?
I weigh about like 171 right now. I'll start like actually sweating probably like Friday. Like when the weigh-ins are Friday night for me because I'm gonna fight Sunday morning, so we get the weigh-in Friday night.
Right.
So I won't even start sweating until Friday morning. And then, but I cut my carbs out on Sunday or Monday, and I get rid of a little bit of water that way from just cutting my carbs.
So Thanksgiving dinner? No turkey for you?
Oh.
Oh, it's not. You're gonna
no.
pass it.
Fuck that.
He's like, you know what? Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm gonna starve myself until I'm gonna do like I'm gonna have dinner in a little bit, and then I'm gonna probably not eat until Thanksgiving. So dinner, I just pick and choose my calories. This is my 23rd fight. I've never missed weight. I got everything calculated down, so I know how to eat what I want and stick with it.
Hell yeah! So you're going from California to Australia. Have you ever been to Australia before?
No, I've been wanting to go for some time. My sister lives out there with her boyfriend.
Oh wow!
Okay.
So I'm super, and she's been trying to get me out there for some time now. So I'm super excited to go out there. She's coming to the fight. My brother's flying down. My fiance's flying down. So it's gonna be really cool. And we're gonna stay out there an extra week and just enjoy our time after. So
Awesome. Oh, speaking of your fiance, your guys' Halloween costumes are fucking incredible. I don't know who puts that together. Have you guys seen this?
Yeah, I saw it.
No, I haven't seen it. What do they look like? What do you do?
I put it together because she tries. She wants to choose sometimes, but I'm a way bigger Halloween fan, and I always end up getting to choose the costumes. And she gets mad every year. Like, you always choose the costumes. You always choose the costumes, but they always turn out great. So I guess
right.
you know what I mean. She can't really hate.
He had check this one out really quick. Sorry, I have to show Wes because I purposely took a picture because I knew Wes didn't go through your page yet and look at these, so I got to show him right quick. Look at that.
Oh, that's sick. You do this makeup?
That
You did the
You do the
makeup?
makeup?
sickest.
No, my girl's mom did the makeup, but
Okay.
it was just like black in the eyes and white face. I got the contacts, the
Oh,
grill, and
killed
I kinda
that.
made it myself.
That
like,
is a sick ass
made it
outfit.
that.
Damn.
All right, sorry for the sidetrack. Let's do MMA talk. So you're fighting Mizuto Hirota. Any concerns about this gentleman?
No, not really. I'm excited. Usually I gotta like everyone I fight. There's always like something I gotta be worried about, and I mean, if I gotta worry about anything, I know he has semi-heavy hands. He has like 10 knockouts, but I mean every fighter has a bunch of knockouts, right? So I'm not really too worried about it, and I watch his fights, and it doesn't seem like he's super dangerous with his hands. So obviously, I'm not gonna go in there blinded, but I get to go and fight my fight the way I want to fight. So that's when I usually perform the best. So I'm just super excited. I get to put on a good show, and I get to finally prove to everybody who I am and what I'm about.
Awesome.
Speaking of that, dude, I never asked this about fighters. So when you win on December 1st, do you already have like a speech or something you're ready to say, like somebody you'll call out? Like, do you have that in your mind, what you're going to say when Joe Rogan or whoever it is puts that mic in your face?
Kinda, a little bit. You always think about it, like when you're working out, you think about the win. When you talk on the mic, what do you say? But like, it depends how you win too. So I got different things to say on different ways I win. You know what I mean? So like, if I catch him with my knee, he's shorter than me, so I've been throwing a lot of knees. If I knock him out with my knee, after the speech, what I want to do is take the mic and hold it to my knee. You know what I mean? Like my knee's talking.
Right.
And then I'm gonna pull it up. I'm like, hey, y'all hear that? My knee just said you owe him $50,000.
Yeah, so sick. Hey, speaking of which, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. That's pretty much it. It was just kind of like making it fun and putting that in their head. So you never know.
Right, awesome. Right. So some guy got set out on a stretcher because of you. Is that what happened?
Yeah. What was up with that?
Yeah. I knocked him out, and it was pretty brutal. And then I got to hit him one more time after, and he was out for like a good 2-3 minutes.
Oh, fuck.
We had to like quiet the crowd down because the crowd was going crazy. But I was like,
so calm
down.
What was going through your mind?
Yeah, how's that feeling? Like you just knocked somebody out, you were celebrating, but like he might be dead.
Yeah. So at first I was happy, you know what I mean? And he's not waking up. So then I'm like, shit, you know what I mean? Like, did I just kill this guy? Like that went through my head a little bit.
Oh, shit.
Crap. And then I'm like, shit. Like then I'm like calming the crowd down. Like, yo, be quiet. Like this is not good. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to fight after this if this happened. And then he woke up. And they pulled him out, so I went up, I touched him, I was like, hey, heal up. And then he actually reached out to me after. He said he broke his jaw. He had to get a bunch of stitches in his lip. And and then I fought Joe Camacho after, and then he ended up going to the hospital too after. He didn't go on a stretcher, but he ended up going to the hospital right after the fight. So it was like 2 back-to-back fights, the guys went to the hospital.
Jeez,
so it was like
man.
pretty cool.
So with this fight, what's your prediction? How do you win this fight?
Knockout knockout first or second round.
Nice.
Damn. Sending him to the hospital again.
That's
how it has to go.
If he has to die, then he has to die.
For our listeners, there was a slight pause, but he wasn't.
Four guys so far went to the hospital.
Jesus.
Damn, dude.
This is a brutal sport, man.
Yeah.
This is a brutal sport.
I just, but like 2 of the guys, it was more for like, 2 of the guys was because of exhaustion, because I'm a cardio guy and I push the pace really, really hard, and the other 2, one with that guy that I broke his jaw, the other one I broke his orbital bone.
Oh shit! Ooh. God, dude, have you ever had anything broken in there?
Yeah, I broke my thumb when I fought Josh Emmett, and then in the first round, and I broke my foot in that fight right there.
Oh shit!
That training is so sick.
So if you win this fight, you're staying. Well, win or lose, you're staying a whole nother week in Australia, right?
Yeah, win or lose. I already got my plane ticket back for the 8th.
Do us a favor, flush the toilet and see which way that shit goes.
Yeah, because Beck Rollins says it goes backwards, but I'm not sure I believe her.
I don't know if that's
See
right.
which,
Is that true?
I mean, we had Beck Rawlings on, and she's Australian, and she said it's true.
Yeah,
but
she said it's true, but I didn't know if she was being sarcastic.
I didn't know if she was being sarcastic or not.
I'm totally gonna film that. Now before I leave, I'm gonna get my
Get a video.
Yeah, your
get a
toilet.
video.
video.
Tag us on that video,
Yeah.
please.
Okay.
Tag
okay,
us on that video.
Hey, are you afraid of like spiders, critters? Because the Outback, I hear anything can kill you over there, man.
Nah.
You're cool. I heard like some of those fucking animals can do some damage.
So real quick, you were in the UFC, and then you got cut, and then you got brought back. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
through,
yeah.
You got cut. You got brought back through the Contender Series, right?
No. Dana White was there, but they didn't end up signing me. I had to go and win 3 more fights after that. Supposed to be 4. I fought in Russia, and I lost a split decision, but that's some bullshit because. I mean, you lose a split decision in Russia versus a Russian, you win that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that.
Say no
Russia,
more.
yeah.
Say no more. Remember
And then
that?
the
Remember that
UFC
Fedor fight?
Yeah, so UFC definitely looked at it, and they even thought I won, so that's why they re-signed me. Because I dropped the guy in the first and the third. That's the guy who broke his orbital.
Ah.
Oh, I see.
So how does that go,
And,
Christos? Like, do you send your videos into UFC? Like, hey, check out my wins, or do you have a manager that does that?
Yeah, I have a manager, and then there was some. I almost got a shot, and then to go back to Russia actually and fight in the UFC, but they ended up going with some other guy. They said they'd sign me if the other guy doesn't take the fight,
Okay.
so he ends up taking the fight, and then so I already was like, oh, I'm in their head, so I started blasting stuff on social media. I was like,
Hell yeah.
yo, this is a fight they cut me after. They cut me. I had lost my first fight. I won my second first round submission. And then I lost my third in a very, very close decision where some people thought I still won that fight. And then they re-signed me. And then they cut me 6 months later.
So weird.
What the fuck?
And so it was kind of messed up how the situation went. So then I started blasting that on social media. And then I was like, yo, look at my last 5 fights. I won 4 out of my 5. And the one loss was the split loss in Russia.
In Russia, yeah.
And those 5 guys, the total record was like 55-10.
Damn.
I was faced, and one of those guys had 5 losses. So, I was fighting really high level contenders. One guy was 12-2, 9-0, a 15-1. Like, these are guys I'm beating. So my manager sent that to Sean Shelby and everything, and then an opportunity came up for Charles Oliveira, and I hopped on it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you mentioned that when you kind of practice something in your head while you're working out. Do you have someone in mind after you win this fight?
To like think?
No, to fight. Is there anyone that you want to fight next?
I don't care. I want to fight anybody, dude. I just want to keep fighting, winning. It doesn't matter to me. I don't really have that, like, well, most fighters have. They want certain people to fight. They got beef. I got no beef. I'm friendly with everybody. It's all business. So whoever they want me to fight, I'll fight. It doesn't matter to me. I would love to fight a guy in the top 15, top 10. You know what I mean? Kind of test myself, but I'm just here for the ride. You know what I mean? Get in there, get paid, get out.
That's right.
So can you talk about money? Can you talk about what's the most you've made on a fight?
Yeah, I think the most I've made was like 24,000.
Damn, was that in Russia?
So
I heard
far?
Russia pays.
No, I didn't get that. It was in the UFC. When I won my UFC fight was when the most I got paid. But
Nice.
if I win this fight, when I win this fight, it'll be the most I've got paid for sure.
Nice. So do you get to, after you win a couple of fights, you get to come back and obviously renegotiate your contract and say, hey, I've won these amount of fights? Is that the deal?
Yeah. That's exactly how it goes. So if I win this fight, actually, my next fight, I'll get like a $3,000 bump, show and win. So
Nice.
it can be up to $6,000 bump. So
So-
every fight I win, you get more money.
Okay. Now, are you doing the negotiating, or is your manager doing the negotiating? Do you have someone that's
My manager handles all that.
okay?
because I just trust him. I've been with him for 6 years now, and I mean, the more money I get, the more money he gets. So it's
Yeah.
like I'm sure he's gonna be working that.
Trying to get that dollar bills, y'all.
Exactly, and I'm going for that $50,000 bonus this fight, so that would be nice.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I mean you have some extremely violent and impressive and entertaining knockouts. So we look forward to watching you fight on December 1st. We cannot wait to see you in there. Hopefully you get the W, and if you do get the W, you know, we wouldn't mind you shouting out the donkey show in the middle of the octagon. I mean, whatever. I mean, whatever.
Big
No
deal.
one cares.
Donkey show.
You know, whatever.
Got you guys.
You hear how he said it? You know,
Yeah,
he's like, what the
Donkey
fuck?
show.
You asking me for this
I was gonna say
shit?
the donkey show. What the fuck? What the fuck kind of guy am I? Well, we appreciate you coming on the show. We know you got to run. We thank you so much for doing the show, brother. We look forward to the fight again.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
How
We look-
about after the fight, let's do this. After the fight, if you guys want to get me on again, I come down to the studio if you guys want.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, come in studio.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Well, dude, we look forward to the win, and we especially look forward now to you coming in studio. We're right here in Santa Ana, California, man. We're not in your neck of the woods, but it's a
We're
good.
close.
We're close. We're
20
close.
minutes away or something like that.
You know.
I up there once in a while, so it's not that bad.
We'll set something up, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much again for doing the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Christoph Giagos.
Thank you so much, bro.